Keeps food fresh for longer and can even turn spoiled foodstuffs into edible what? Oh, do I have to wait for it to go off a little bit and then apply? Is it kind of like a repair kit for your meat? And I absolutely know that is going to get taken out of context. I've not actually travelled these woods before. I thought I had, but I'm actually on the other side of the road. I'm near a cross now. I'm here. I thought I'd travelled this road before, but I hadn't. Last time I came from this direction, I actually did not cross the, it's not a land bridge, is it? It's a, what do they call crossings over rivers? Is it fords? It's a river ford. I didn't go over the ford. I went around and over the bridge here and continued on this way. And then I believe I came out here towards Samapesh and then went south. This time I'm going along here. Another ford and then follow it round past a bridge, and once I see Sasau on my left, I should be set. One thing that's worrying me a little is when I look at the map, I get the feeling Tobias Feyfar is still in Rattay. Didn't he say he was going to move to Sasau to help us investigate the counterfeiting? I thought he did. If he didn't, I may have to make a quick trip to Rattay. I really do want to give him the news before I focus on the counterfeiting. I want to get that one sorted. I'm also wondering whether it's worth just calling in to Rattay and delivering the meat and just running up there and delivering the meat as well. I don't relish the idea of carrying that much boar meat. I say carrying. I don't relish the idea of making Pebbles carry that much boar meat. I can use the preserver potion to keep it fresh for a while, although I'm not sure how well that works. And I have now taken the perk that makes raw meat last longer. But really, this stuff is heavy. Okay. This stuff is heavy. And it's raw meat. I want it gone. I mean, I can cook some of the other stuff. In fact, I can sell the other stuff once it's... Okay. A lookout post. Is this like a hunting post, or is it an actual lookout post? Like a sentry? Okay. It's not on the map, though, I don't think. No, it's not. Interesting. Okay. But I'm not here to sightsee. I think, even if I do decide to go to Rattay, I might want to talk to Ulrich beforehand. I certainly want to use the shops there. And a bath. Oh my god, do I need to visit the bathhouse. Crawling around in that mine has made me utterly disgusting. What is this? Just a little camp area without a pot. And a path down there. Okay. Good deer hunting spot nearby, apparently. Okay, I think I'll go this way. Alright. So, we now follow this road in this direction. We followed the river. Wait a minute, was that? I'm here, right? There's no... Is there a path there? I don't see a path on the map, and yet... Am I lost? That looks like a path, but it also looks like the sort of place that I wouldn't want to ride a horse. No, it's... I thought it was a log place to cross the... That's a bloody path. This is a full-blown road. Have I got myself completely lost? I mean, how many of these crossings are there? Am I on the wrong crossing? Or is the map just not showing a road that should be... well, there? Or is it... no, yeah, no, it was going into the forest, wasn't it? Maybe it's just a map that's... a road that's not on the map. That is probably it. Okay. And a random traveller. Morning! Is it morning? Of course it's morning.
How are you, Henry?
I am disgustingly dirty and covered in blood. Thanks for asking. You? Hope you're having a better day than I am. Oh, good grief. Quite a lot of people around here. Let's not run them over. I'm a little worried that I am, in fact, lost. What the hell is down there? I have discovered a shrine. And that's a bridge. That is a bridge, which is what I was expecting. Shrine, but... nope, it's the map. It is the map. Right, just turn up here and then go round, and Sasau is on the left. That is... that is... dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, I'm actually... what's this one? This one makes me take wounds. You know what? I'm going to refresh my my potions pretty damn soon anyway. Really? Oh, does he have friends? Doesn't look like it. Are you really, 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 really under the impression that nobody's seen you and no one's going to figure this one out? Yeah, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Oh, look. Our chest. I wonder what is in there. Oh, no. I've been fooled. Oh. Really? I am so going to have to get better at this. Oh, no, nice. Okay. Oh, he's got a heavy weapon. You know what? It's probably a bad time to change, but I'm going to do so anyway. He's got heavyish. Oh! Whoa. His defense is better than mine, that's for sure. Okay. Right. Oh! Whoa! I've got nothing left now. Once he hits me, I'm like done for. Oh. What was... it was strike there, strike. Okay, I'm trying to get the... I'm trying to get the... strike there, strike. Okay. Oh, no, I'm trying to combo, and he did a master strike. Come on, then. Strike! Oh, no. He's mastering it. He's master combo. Strike! Oh. Didn't get a chance of that either. No. What are you doing? Kill it. Kill him. Yeah, like that. Alright, okay. That wasn't brilliant. I am not going to be able to carry any of this. Yeah, be careful what you... Ooh, we're taking that. We're definitely taking that. Yes, we... Some of this stuff is kind of... Heavy Warhammer. Now, I had a heavy Warhammer, but it didn't look like that, did it? No, it didn't. Oh. We're going to town anyway, right? We'll be able to offload some of this stuff. Yes, we will, as long as I don't get attacked. In the meantime, I may want to drop just one thing, one small thing. Let's have a look. Heavy Warhammer. It's got more... I'm pretty sure I've got a heavy Warhammer, but did it look like this? Did it look like this? Let's have a look. I don't know, this looks a little almost like an axe. I'm liking the way this one looks. I can't remember if mine looked like that. I don't think it did. I don't think it did. I sort of want to keep it. I want to keep it, so I'm going to keep it. I am, however, going to drop something just in case I do get attacked. Also, next time I spring a trap like that, thinking I'm being hilariously funny, I should remember to take my sword out rather than the bow. The bow should be for, like, the surprise attack, not the mocking attack. That was a little daft, yes. It was up here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Oh, good grief. Well, there are actually a lot of different ways to get to Sasau, but he says missing another one of them. But I think this is the easiest. This should actually... Oh my god, if I can get control of pebbles. This should just take me pretty much right to the gate. Although now I think about it, I don't actually want to go to the gate immediately. In fact, what I want to do first is talk to Ulrich. And when I say what I want to do first is talk to Ulrich, what I actually mean is what I want to do first is go and take a bath and then offload a bunch of this crap that I'm carrying so that I'm a little lighter on my feet and a little lighter on other people's noses. I mean, seriously, just look at me. That is disgusting. You know what? I've had a bit of a day and a night, and then the start of a day. Let's start off well.
I've heard you have nice girls here.
I'm sure.
Well, I'm a lot cleaner and more presentable and a little lighter on my feet. But before I speak to Ulrich, who seems to be enjoying a drink outside, I do want to read the documents he gave me. I'll be with you in a second. I'm just checking my room.
God save you, Henry.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I kept the book, which is nice, but I haven't actually read it yet. I don't really need to... Oh, you know what? I need a reading light. Which is the lightest place? Probably here. Okay, so I want to see what it was actually saying, and it comes under... Here we go. And we want to get through all the blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Can I take my lamp out now? My lamp. My torch. It's strangely dark. Yes, it is. Little better. Okay, record. An examination of the coin. On April the 2nd, a test was conducted in Passau of a coin which was a forgery of the Prague groschen recently discovered in the Passau House of Exchange. The test was conducted by Master Johannes Bergman, Honourable Councillor of the City of Passau, who was entrusted with the task by the City Council and who, as a jeweller and goldsmith, has much experience in such matters. The test was supervised by the deputies of the City Council, Mrs. Joachim Falkenberg, Conrad, called Honey-Tongued, and Kuno Iser. Master Bergman surmised that the forgeries were very well fashioned, and for a layman difficult to distinguish from the genuine currency. It is also found that the counterfeit had been made by a new method, as yet unfamiliar to Master Birdman. The core of the coin is stamped from copper sheet, and the same is plated with silver amalgam in imitation of the genuine article. The master jeweller also noted that the design of the coin is sharply etched and of fine quality, indicating that the counterfeiters had at their disposal a well-crafted punch. Right, so we're probably going to be looking for a punch. Yes, we are. Don't need the torch. Put the torch away. Thank you. Okay, so there wasn't much to read, but it's nice to know the details, or at least have read the details myself. Okay, hello, Ulrich. Who is this next to you?
So, what did Master Feyfar have to say?
I consulted him and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Feyfar found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins and quicksilver for the the other part?
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well.
Here you are.
Thanks.
Good health.
Okay, talk to the master fresco painter, who is conveniently here. Before I do all this chatting and talking, I'm wondering if I should... How am I doing on... All right, I've got 3 bard potions. You know what? Let's just... So we've got the fresco painter here. I can chat to him immediately. Find out who in Sasau works with copper. Now, he did say the blacksmith near to the monastery, because there's a load of blacksmiths. There's actually a load of blacksmiths, armorsmiths, swordsmiths in Sasau. We could probably talk to all of them. However, for now, would it be better if I just sat down and chatted to him? I don't know, it seems more friendly, really, doesn't it? Like I'm about to have a... Yeah. Hi.
God save you, good night. What can I do for you?
Quick. Oh, I can trade with you? What can I trade with you?
God be with you.
Oh my god, a book that I have not actually bought yet or possess. I need that in my life. I don't believe there's anything I can sell you. I didn't even know. I did not know. What can I actually sell? Oh, the Artemisia potion. That's the stuff I don't want. It messes with my eyes. So let's sell him that. I want to keep everything else. I'm going to need to update. This one, Aqua Vitalis. I like that. And also maybe Bowman. Yeah. I'm not really using this. No, I'm not. But oh, and Buck's Blood Potion. I don't even think I've got any more on my horse. I'm kind of knocking that stuff back pretty damned quickly, shall we say. All right, you pay 120. Oh, I meant to haggle. You know what? Do you know who doesn't need to haggle anymore? Me. It's a habit at this point. Right.
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the 3rd time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Okay, so I might... Oh, continue the investigation in the Overseer's office.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish.
Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
Yeah.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
All right then.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my stay's getting expensive.
Well,
Why not? Show me what you
haven't
have
I
to
already
offer.
looked? I've already looked, mate. I've already looked. You've earned some money from me. You've gained 120 groschen from me. That should be enough to keep you going for a while, mate. Yes, it should. So, you know, you're welcome. All right, so there's definitely something going on there. I need to talk to people who can work copper. And apparently, probably the best lead is the blacksmith close to the monastery. You would assume that was the natural place to start, but I can't help but wonder if I should ask around. Find out who in Sasau works with copper. The Quicksilver Trail leads to the Overseer's office, according to the fresco painter. The Overseer's hand is deliberately holding back the Quicksilver he has. The forgers need Quicksilver. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Someone is... It wouldn't do any harm to check out the local forges. That's what I'm going to do. But I think I'm going to check out the ones I suspect are not involved first. Basically, to see if they've got any information. Maybe they've heard something. Maybe they know something. You know. And then before I talk to the blacksmith near to the monastery, I'm armed with all the information.
The sun sets out across the skies.
I haven't actually
He loses his
spoken
way
to the blacksmith near
forge
to the
he
monastery.
flies.
Okay. Hello.
Couldn't be.
I didn't want
God
to
bless.
interrupt his
Can I
little
help you?
ditty. Okay, yes.
Do you ever work with copper here?
No, and even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Zach from the monastery craftsman's yard has bought out all the copper.
Right. So probably nobody else but that particular forge could be involved in this.
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmiths?
There's too many of us, I'll tell you that for free. This is only a small town. There's Zach, who has a forge in the craftsman's yard and mostly works on the construction of the church. And then, apart from me, there's Master Armourer Otter of Rabstein.
Yeah, okay.
Tell me more about Zach.
Don't have much time for him myself. He knows his craft, no question. But he seems to think his son, Vitus, will be a master armourer in Prague one day.
My father was a blacksmith, and I expect he thought much the same about me. That's how fathers are, isn't it?
Of course, any man should be proud of his boy. But Zach makes pride a sin. That's why he's at loggerheads with Master Otter.
Oh, right. Yes. This
Can you tell me something about
could be
Master Otter?
interesting.
Well now, there's a master to look up to. He's worked for the lords of Kunstadt and for the richest townsfolk of Prague.
If you don't mind my asking, what brings him here?
The same as draws all reasonable people. He's enjoying the peace and quiet. Or rather, he used to enjoy some peace. That dispute with Zach must have put a few more wrinkles on his brow.
What are Zach and Master Otter arguing about?
Zach had his boy Vitus trained as an armourer in Kuttenberg, and he wanted to buy out Otter's place for him. Except that Otter's a proud man. How would it have looked? A master armourer giving way to a young whippersnapper who's barely let go of his mother's skirts? And they've been arguing ever since. Well, Zach mostly. He badmouths Otter every chance he gets. He claims that he's only fit for mending pots and that his son will see him off.
That will be all. Thank you.
Definitely want to talk to... I'm looking for pieces of Queen Sheba's... Have I not asked you that?
I'm looking for pieces of a sword that a pilgrim from the Holy Land was selling. Would you happen to know anything about it?
I would. Of course I would.
Well?
It's a load of tripe. Only a fool would have given that trickster a single groschen, and I'm no fool. How about you?
But if he lied about that sort of stuff, it would be a terrible sin.
Don't be so gullible, lad. That bastard never saw the Holy Land. Unless it was in a fresco.
I know. I do know. But I've got more money than I need, and curiosity is a terrible thing. Okay?
See you later.
It really is a terrible thing. You're absolutely right. I'm going to be the laughing stock. Now, there's a swordsmith. Let's talk to the swordsmith. Was here. Okay. There really are a lot of smiths here.
Greetings, good night. How may I serve you?
About the sword. No. Okay, so you... All right. Okay, fair enough. I have no interest in asking you. Then that leaves Master Otter and Zach. Yes, indeed. Master Otter was over here. Oh, God. Stop that, Pebbles. Stop it. You're making me look daft. Yes, you are. Don't need any help in that department. No, I don't. Sorry. You did that deliberately. Right. Oh, hello. Okay. He doesn't like talking in here. Sometimes you find him in here and he just never likes talking in here. Oh, I like the green. Why don't you sell the green stuff? I would think about changing to the brigandine if it was in green, you know. It kind of...
I'm at your
That was a nice colour,
service,
that.
Sir Knight.
Bright, it was... Okay.
Do you make anything out of copper, Master?
I do a bit of Damascene decor sometimes. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone who could do me some copper sheets.
Well, that's pretty rough and ready work. I wouldn't waste my time with it. But go and ask Zach from the craftsman's yard by the monastery. He's bought up all the copper to be had around here anyway.
What can you tell me about the blacksmiths here in Sasau?
Depends which ones you mean. In the town there's Mikesh. He's a decent man and an honest craftsman. And in the yard by the monastery there's Zach. But there's not many good words I can say about him.
Tell me something about Mikesh.
Like I said, he's an honest craftsman. Which isn't something you can say about every blacksmith in town.
Right, why is nobody mentioning the swordsmith? Is he not considered a smith? I mean... Why do I look dirty already? It's just these shoulders, isn't it? It's right. You know what it is? It's riding a horse. You just get covered in muck, I think.
What about the monastery blacksmith, Zach?
Well, him and me don't exactly see eye to eye. He wanted to buy my business, but I turned him down. Ever since then, he hasn't had a good word to say about me.
Right. All right. So nothing
all.
useful
Thank
though for me. All right. Okay.
See you later.
Okay. Interesting. Not sure how useful. Let's talk to Zach and see if we can get a little more information about A, the issue with Master Otter, but more importantly, the issue with copper. This way, this way. Thank you. Right, that's the assistant. There is Zach. Hello, Zach.
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Ooh, my bard potion's probably worn out by now, hasn't it?
The swordsmith from the town said he was after the pieces of a sword from some Queen of Sheba. A pilgrim was selling them a while back.
I know he's after those, but he's out of luck. He should have bought it while he had the chance. I still have mine on me. It brings me good fortune, and I shan't sell it.
Not even...
Not even for a king's ransom.
Fine. I'm not getting it because I'm not stealing it. That is not happening.
What can you tell me about the Sasau blacksmiths?
Well, there's Mikesh. He's honest enough, and a fair-hand at everyday things. And then there's Master Otter. He used to have talent, but now he's too old, and too proud to admit it.
Right. Do I want to ask about copper yet, or do I want to make sure I've got my charm offensive? Oh, no, you know what? Let's work.
Do you work any copper here, Master Blacksmith?
Why'd you ask?
I'd like to have something made. Oh, that's... Yeah.
I'd want to commission you to make something.
Then you best go elsewhere. I never use copper.
Oh. Yeah, no, I heard you bought all the copper, which is why I've come to see you. That's perfectly reasonable. It's perfectly reasonable for me to want to see the person who's bought all the copper, wouldn't it?
That's not what I heard.
What?
I was told in town that you bought all the other blacksmiths' copper.
I'm being made a fool of yet again, it seems. Anything else? I still have work to do.
Look,
So back
seriously.
to that copper, Master Blacksmith.
Yeah.
What? I thought I told you I don't work with copper.
Fine.
Aha.
All right, so...
See you later.
He's claiming not to work with... Am I going to have to break into the forge and find some copper? I might have to, you know. He says talking to his... Zach is highly suspicious. I ought to take a very close look at him. I will. However, I also need to investigate the overseer's office. Yes, I do. So the question is, which do I do first? I think if I'm going to have a word with Zach, I'm going to have to do it... Or not a word, if I'm to observe him, I'm probably going to have to take a look and sneak around at night. Yes, I am. Not my favourite thing ever, but there you go. We could try talking to the overseer and see what other information we get. I should also remember to use the what's it? The thing, the alchemy bench, and top up my potions. Yes, I should. Oh, out of curiosity, Nicodemus. That's Brother Elias. Have the lads been to apologise? No, apparently not. Is the book thing ready yet? I'm curious. Training? No. What are you trading? I am curious. Nothing. Right, no. Okay, so I will come back here later on to refresh the potions before I go anywhere. I need to talk to the overseer. Brother Porter? I can't look inside the monastery. I've spoken to you before. Overseer's office. Who do I speak to about that? This is... Oh, the overseer. Hello.
God be with you.
Yeah, go on then.
I'm looking for some quicksilver. Would you have any on hand?
Talk to my assistant. He deals with such trivial matters.
Fine, thank you.
Who is your assistant, though? I forgot who...
God be with you.
Who's your bloody assistant? Who is your bloody assistant? I have a feeling what I'm... Oh, good God. That's very hard. What I'm going to have to do is a little clandestine activity sometime later. And I don't look forward to that because I'm not... Right, that's hard. Private area. Okay. The overseer would be where exactly? The overseer's assistant. I'm just going to run around, see if I can figure out who the overseer's assistant is. private area. Not going in there. Hello, hello. You're not the overseer's... Oh, overseer's hand. Yes, you are. Hello.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
I hope so too. I am getting dirtier and
Quicksilver
dirtier by
in
the
stock?
second.
Who's asking?
Okay, that was a little. The poor painter. Just myself. Me.
Nobody. I'm just asking.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Why can't you sell it to me? He says, trying to be nice. Or should I just go with, don't lie to me? I have a feeling don't lie to me is the way to go here. For some odd reason.
Bollocks. Tell me this instant what you've done with the goods.
Nothing! And I'd advise you to calm down. We're on hallowed ground.
You're a fine one to speak of hallowed ground. A lying thief in monastic robes. What next? A whore dressed as a nun?
This is blasphemy.
He's not in monastic robes.
I'll give you blasphemy. I'm sure you know what our Lord did to the money changers in the temple.
What do you mean? You're not going to hurt me, are you?
Tell me what's going on here and I won't have a reason to.
Jesus. But I didn't know anything about any counterfeiting.
For your sake, I hope that's true. Now tell me what's been going on.
I swear, I wouldn't normally do anything like that.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
Okay.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
Go speak with Master Feyfar. I met...
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery. That they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Okay.
Very well. Thank you.
God be with you.
Yeah. So, we now have a place. Master Feyfar might be in Sasau by now. I ought to report my findings to him and discuss what to do next. Yes, that sounds like a good idea for multiple reasons. I still need to find the... out about the copper, though. I really do want to speak to the man, or observe the man. Now, where oh, God. That is annoying. Where is he? Ah, right. So I do get the feeling that Master Feyfar is somewhere here. Oh, petals. Somewhere here in Sasau. And he's probably going to be staying... For some reason, I get the impression he's probably going to be staying near the scribe and the bailiff. Of course, actually, that does make sense, doesn't it? Okay, there's the scribe. Right. Hello, I'm looking for Master Feyfar. I had heard he was... Well, I just had a feeling he was staying here. Okay. Is he upstairs? Oh. Okay. No. Was I wrong? No, I'm still getting the feeling that he's... Feyfar! Where's your hat? You... Okay, you know what? Never mind. Why are you dressed like that?
What brings you to me?
Never mind.
I'm here about the mine.
Excellent.
So what did you find out?
It's been plundered and wrecked, but everything can be fixed. It'll be quite a job, but at least it won't have to be rebuilt from scratch.
That's a weight off my mind. And did you see anyone there? Thieves or suspicious types?
Nemoy and his gang were stealing silver there.
The vermin.
Oh.
I thought as much.
So I knew that
Did you
person.
bring him here?
I tried to, but he was having none of it. He didn't want to burn, so he tried to kill me.
Well, I'm glad he didn't succeed. But now I won't be able to find out anything. Oh, well. Can't be helped, I suppose.
Oh. Okay. Is there a reward? Was there a reward? Out of curiosity, just was...
About my reward for the investigation.
Yes, of course. Actually, I don't believe any reward was mentioned. On the
That's
other
true.
hand, you surveyed everything as I asked, and that deserves a groschen or two.
They tried to kill me. People are always trying to kill me. That's just like normal. Yeah, no, that's...
It's been a pleasure.
Good. There you go, then.
Oh, thank you. That's hardly enough. No, he's right. There was no reward. I'm doing this for Sir Radzik. Thank you very much. Just...
A nice little sum.
I don't need
Thank
money
you.
anyway.
Enjoy it in good health.
I'm here for this anyway.
You look different, Master.
You do?
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Why? Oh, you're trying... Okay, so you're worried that people will know that Sir Radzig's engineer has turned up and the counterfeiters will get wind of it, I guess?
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels loam onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I know where they get the quicksilver.
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right. It was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
Not yet.
Oh, should I
Maybe
have...
it would be worth the time.
I'll go and see.
Okay, yes.
Have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapita.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Henry.
Yes, of course.
Why didn't I think of that?
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, Master Engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
Okay, then. So... Oh, God, sorry. We have 3... Oh. See, I'm liking the green. I'm liking the green. Okay, we have 3... Really? We have 3 leads or objectives now. 1, we need to find out about the copper from Zach, and that's going to require some clandestine activity. We need to visit the meeting place, which was the hill behind the monastery, right? It was the hill behind the monastery. And we also need to go and look at the engravers. Out of curiosity. All right. Find out who... Oh. There was... Wasn't it like a church... what did the guy say? He said it was... Hill behind the monastery church. I wasn't really... To be honest with you, I thought I had it. I thought it was... Well, there is a hill.
Yeah.
There. But that's a little vague, isn't it? That is a little vague. Okay, hill behind the monastery. That's what I told Feyfar. That would be up there somewhere. I could have sworn he said something like... chapel below a tree or something?
Yeah.
Or was it a shrine? Was it a shrine near to a tree?
Yeah.
Okay. I am now just... Oh. Okay. It was a shrine beneath a tree. Read. Johann Martins, Geoffrey Heiss, Benjamin Ward, Lewis Britton. Okay, alright, so... This was the meeting place. This was where they would... What is that? It's just a rock. No, it's a dandelion. This was the meeting place. Should I come along here at night? He said they would meet here and do the exchange. Maybe I should come back here once it has gotten dark. Because I don't think that is a particular message. No, I don't. So unless I'm missing something else, someone's dropped, a piece of jewellery with their name on it. I'm not totally sure that's going to be too helpful. I could check here later on, because I think I have to do some clandestine work to figure out what's going on with the copper and the blacksmith. And whilst I can probably just go and talk to the engraver. What is it? I can probably just talk to the engraver in broad daylight. It's just flowers. It's just flowers. I'm being unbelievably paranoid, seeing things everywhere. Yeah. I have a feeling I may need to check inside the monastery after nightfall as well. So before I do anything else, I think I'm just going to get myself prepared for all... Oh!